And the Texas Longhorns continue to have a absolutely dominant 2023 recruiting class, bringing in 4-star wide receiver DeAndre Moore Jr. DeAndre is the 17th best wide receiver in the class of 2023. And yet again, Texas, why you gotta be so bully to Oklahoma? Like, you already beat them 49-0, and then you gotta keep on stealing all their recruits. Like, come on. Like, literally, this kid was committed to Oklahoma when Lincoln Riley was there. He decommitted when Lincoln Riley left. He then ended up committing to Louisville from there, and then decommitted, and now he's going to be a Texas Longhorn. Again, Texas does a phenomenal, nice little moves right there. Hey, Texas has done a phenomenal job of getting quality recruits even late in the recruiting cycle. Also, DeAndre Moore Jr., this dude has played for absolutely some phenomenal teams. He was with Malachi Nelson and Makai Lemon over at Los Alamitos, and then he ended up transferring to St. John Bosco for his senior. These are his junior highlights. This kid is a flat-out talented wide receiver. Go up and high point that one time. In my opinion, out of all the receivers that Texas has gotten this year, besides my boy Cook, like Cook. Why am I'm completely flattening on his name right now. It's D Cook the second, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Jonte Cook the second. That's my favorite out of all of them. But pairing Jonte up with DeAndre, that is a phenomenal wide receiver pairing. Obviously, you guys also got Ryan Niblett there too, and you guys picked up, I believe, another wide receiver. But you guys absolutely stacked up that receiver position. Yet another wide receiver for Arch and Quinn to both be thrown to. Texas is doing a phenomenal job. All my Texas Longhorn fans, leave this video a like, comment down below what are your guys' thoughts on DeAndre Moore Jr., as well as hit that subscribe button, because we're going to keep you up to date with everything that is happening Texas football related, especially this upcoming season, because Texas is on the rise. Sit them down. Yeah, I like this kid's game a lot. He's a great route running technician. He runs routes extremely precisely. And then, as you've seen, this is like the 7th or 8th time where he's broken that first tackle. He's a great yards after the catch guy. He's only 6 foot 170, but he plays very physical, which you love to see, because as a slot receiver, which he's more than likely going to be playing, he can also play outside as well. But you need your slot receivers to also be a little bit physical so that they can bump off of linebackers. You know, they could run with a little bit more physical safeties. And a guy like DeAndre Moore Jr. can definitely do that. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, the Longhorns are stacking up. And again, it's also funny because you guys flipped Tua Akana from Oklahoma to going to Texas. You guys flipped Colton Vasek, who was going from Oklahoma and is now going to Texas. There's a couple other players that have yet to commit that you could flip, who were Oklahoma favorites and now would be going to Texas. Texas is just like, hey, Oklahoma, let me see your recruiting class real quick. Yeah, I'm going to take them and them. He looks good too. And we'll bring him in as an extra backup. Like, Texas is just being straight up mean right now. But yeah, my guy DeAndre Moore, this kid is flat out ridiculously talented. I mean, again, just look at how effortless he reminds me of, like Alvin Kamara, how he runs, because he runs and doesn't really let guys get a whole lot of. They just can never really seem to get a good grip on him. They can never really wrap him up, and so he's always just breaking off of tackles. Again, extremely physical. I love to see how physical of a wide receiver that he is. Go up and just high point that for the one time. Too easy. So the Texas Longhorns add yet another recruit to not only their dynamic offensive recruiting class, but to their recruiting class overall, bringing in 4-star wide receiver DeAndre Moore Jr. I like this kid's game a lot. Him and Jonte Cook could have the potential to be two of the most explosive wide receiver pairings in all of college football. Let them both develop the way that I think that they can, because Jonte and DeAndre both have extremely good route running. Jonte's a little bit more explosive, take the top off the defense kind of guy, whereas DeAndre Moore is more of like a Cooper Kupp, where he's just going to be just slicing and dicing defenses down the seams, to the outside, to the boundary. He's just always going to seem to be open. I think that wide receiver pairing and adding Ryan Niblett, a guy who could really completely take the top off of defense, I think it's going to be a phenomenal wide receiver pairing for already the great wide receivers that Texas already has over there. So I'm excited to see how all these players continue to develop. Be sure to leave this video a like and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. We're going to be doing a lot of Texas content here very, very shortly, and I want y'all to be aware of all that. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, because Texas is on the rise right now. And be sure to comment down below what are your guys' thoughts on DeAndre Moore Jr. as well as Texas's 2023 recruiting class overall. And with all that being said, I love and appreciate all y'all. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Ciao.